call to the village hall at Great Salterstown at 3:45 p.m. yesterday when the body of Mrs. Flossie Chops was discovered behind the stage. A sample of a white powder found on the clothes of the body was taken together with the samples of powders found on the clothes of 6 suspects. Witness statements and information about the suspects are attached.
After examining the body, I found that the cause of death was a blow to the back of the head. Death had occurred no more than 1 hour before the body was found. There were traces of a white powder, sample X, on the deceased's clothing, and analysis of this may lead us to someone who would handle the body.
On the afternoon in question, there was a dress rehearsal for the local drama club's summer play in the hall. The rehearsal had started at 2 p.m. and was resuming after a refreshment break when the body of Mrs. Flossie Chops was discovered. Mrs. Chops had been a member of the club for many years. She always insisted that she had one of the leading roles and delighted in bossing everyone else about. She had upset several people that afternoon, which is not unusual, and had stormed out of rehearsal after the director criticised her performance. People had been coming on and off stage during the rehearsal, and during the break, the refreshments were available from the kitchen, which was on a corridor that ran past the back of the stage.
I heard voices in the corridor. It sounds as if 2 people were having an argument. Then it went very quiet. As I came to check, someone ran back towards the hall. It must have been before 3 o'clock, as I was just about to go for my tea break.
I usually played the male lead of the play and was constantly criticised by Flossie Chops, who was playing my wife, who accused me of talking over her lines. I'm a keen gardener and had brought some plant food with me so I could try to perk up the rubber plant, which was part of the stage set. I said the plant had more life in it than Flossie. During the refreshment break, I had gone to the kitchen to get some water for the plant.
I had joined the club when I moved to the town a year ago. I made friends quickly and was very popular. I had said that the society was very old-fashioned and needed some new life. Flossie had taken this comment personally and refused to speak to me. I said I would get her revenge by putting salt, not sugar, in Flossie's tea.
I am a retired policeman and enjoy playing the part in the play. I had been called to Colonel Blunder's house to investigate a robbery and had just finished making a plaster cast of a footprint in the garden. Flossie Chops had said that I was only doing the plaster cast to upstage the other characters. I muttered that I had met criminals who were more polite than her.
I enjoyed my role and took pleasure in coming up behind people to scare them. I was well known for playing practical jokes on members of the cast. My face was covered in white powder to make me more ghost-like. Flossie Chops had accused me of overacting. I said I would sort her out.
I had hoped to get the role as Colonel Blunder's wife, as I thought I was a better actress than Flossie. Flossie kept reminding me that she had the more important role. I had said that I would get even with her one day. In the play, I always seemed to have a feather duster in one hand and a jar of bath salts in the other.
Well, I realise I made a big mistake by giving one of the leading roles to Flossie Chops. Flossie always disagreed with my stage directions, and I was fed up with it. Earlier, I had criticised Flossie's interpretation of the role, and as a result, Flossie stormed out. I had decided that Flossie would have to go as she was ruining the play. The caretaker had found me some white powder to mark out acting positions on the floor for the cast.